I'll be the first to admit that I used to be so focused on optimization, ad optimization, getting into the data, checking everything out, just making sure everything was perfect. We were changing everything up. All of a sudden, it was like 20 optimizations later. I was just so focused on trying to get certain ideas to work or certain ways to work. And I think a lot of marketers are kind of the same way or have been the same way, right? Like, let's try a new hook. Let's swap out this shot. Let's rearrange the value props. And like before you know it, it's like 20 plus versions of basically the same ad. And I think over the past year, my approach to creative testing has changed. And I'm going to discuss what it looks like now. I'm always open to it changing again. But right now, this is what I'm thinking about when it comes to kind of creative testing and thinking about iterations and whatnot. The overall hypothesis or the overall truth for us right now is that we're less focused on a lot of those optimizations. It's still needed, it's still there, it's still part of our process, but we are focused more on trying to bring new ideas and new ads versus optimizing to the 20th degree for the ads. Not only does that is it just about like making sure that our energy is more towards the new stuff, but also I think it's because Meta wants creative diversity and we're going to need a going after the 20th iteration doesn't necessarily give the diversity that Meta wants. So that's what we're going to talk about today. I think that the harsh truth about of optimizing for the variations and trying to like get things to work is that 20 slight variations, 20 small changes is essentially the same ad, right? And uh, I think that the issue is that if it's the kind of the same ad and it's not really working, you're kind of wasting a lot of the resources that you have and efforts, right? So that is like one thing, but also just like look at how Meta's algorithm works. Like they are not seeing massive change or difference, right? So you're kind of supplying them with something a little bit different, but not really, right? If you're just changing out the hook over and over and over again, or just slightly tweaking some certain things, Meta kind of looks at that and it's like, it's kind of the same because it's kind of the same. And Meta's come out and said that, right? So part of why I'm hesitant to continue to go deeper and deeper on optimizations of one ad is the fact that it's one a kind of a waste of the resources and Meta doesn't really see it as different. So if you're not getting good performance now, it's like you might get some good performance later, but maybe not really. And so I try to like not focus too much on the optimizations. Now, have I seen optimizations of ads work? Absolutely. We do that. Yes. But I think that like we want to make sure that majority of what we're giving to our clients is new ideas, fresh ideas. And the thing you should ask yourself, there's like three questions you should ask yourself is how much time did this take? Could that time have been better spent developing entirely new angles? And then three, is Meta even seeing these as truly different ads? These are things that you want to be thinking about as you're like contemplating, should I do the seventh iteration? Maybe, but I would consider like how different is this to Meta and is this worth the time or could you get a greater impact spending the same amount of time coming up with a new idea? So here's kind of a new framework that I'm kind of using for like winning in 2025 when it comes to kind of creative and things like that, which is one, I would focus on big swings, not tiny tweaks. So you want to be thinking like 2 to 3 absolutely bonkers out there net new creative concepts each month. These concepts are not just a new creator video, right? Like I'm talking big swing. And you can like also think about it from how much do you want to like limit your iterations? Like 2 to 3, right? Like so don't do like 7 plus on each concept you come up with. Maybe iterate 2 to 3 times per concept, and then prioritize diversity in messaging and visuals over the micro optimizations. Okay. So focus on big swings and not the tiny tweaks, right? So you really want to have very different ideas every single month. Try to limit your optimizations and focus more on a diversity of messaging and visuals as opposed to optimizing for the 7th time on the same ad. In terms of resources, you want to kind of second part to think about is like spending your creative energy wisely. Okay. So how do you do that? One, you should kind of dedicate about 70-ish% of resources to developing new ideas. Use the remaining 30% for strategic optimizations and things like that, and never get caught in a cycle of where you spent a month on tweaks with no new concepts, right? So really you want to be pushing it. You want to have a system of new ideas, pushing them out every single month. So it's like a 70-30, right? So I'm not saying don't ever optimize, don't ever do. No, of course, there's reasons why you would do that. When data shows that you have a chance of making something better, do it, take it, right? But your content strategy should not be, we're going to optimize 20 times for like 3 ads every single month. It's, you need to be coming up with new ideas all the time, every day in, day out, week after week, right? And the third part to consider and think about in this new way of creative testing or new kind of breath for creative testing is consider what the algorithm actually sees. So Meta likely will view your slight hook variations as essentially the same ad. Not always, but usually. So the fresh concepts are the ones that have like very different visuals, communication styles. So those can really help you stand out. And then the algorithm is favoring genuinely new creative over minor iterations. So lean into that, right? You want to have very different styles. I want an interview style here, podcast style here. I want to talk into camera. I want all B-roll. I want ASMR. I want all, like, just rattle off. You need vastly different stuff. A really good, quick way to do that is just go onto your ads library. Don't go on Ads Manager. Just go onto your ads library and just start to scroll down. Do you see the same thing? Do you see the same? If it all feels the same as you're scrolling on your own ads library, those are all your active ads. That's just key. Like, you want to just do that. If you're feeling the sameness, if you just keep hitting play and you're feeling like you're seeing the same thing, it's kind of showing the same thing, something has got to change. Okay. So you really want to be thinking about that. That's a quick way to just quick and dirty. If you listen to this podcast, you could probably by the end, like just very quickly within 5 minutes, know if you've got a lot of diversity or not. So here's the counterintuitive truth to this all. I have definitely seen like the 5th iteration outperform previous versions. Like, that is true. But when I think about what has consistently driven results for our clients, it tends to be when we have been bringing in new ideas to their ad account, new forms of communication, new styles, new angles. Those bigger swings tend to be the ones that work because their ad account doesn't have that. The prospective customers haven't seen it. And that tends to be where a lot of the success comes. And so the brands seeing the biggest wins aren't just the ones iterating, they're actually innovating. And that's what you want to be able to do. Don't just iterate, you want to innovate. A lot of I words. That's a lot from my mouth. So here's the thing about being able to think about net new concepts over just iterative tweaks is that you will discover entirely new ways to communicate your product's value. And so it's not just about diversification that makes you have immediate performance. It's actually the fact that you're building like long-term brand strength. You're helping reach audiences, segments that you might not have been able to see. You are pushing your team to change how you might communicate things or show things. So it's not about diversity to have diversity. It's the fact that when to get diversity, you need to change how you are going to strategize that content, which in turn will create new ways in which to communicate your value to prospective customers, which then allows you to have great success. So here's how I would kind of reset. If you were like, okay, how am I going to reset this creative testing and all this stuff? How could I kind of reset? Here's what I would do. I would first audit your current process. How much time are you spending on iterations versus new concepts? So just look at it. Like, are you allocating most of your team's time towards iterating or new ideas? Figure that out. We do want to eventually get to a 70-30, but what is that breakdown right now? Like, what's that percentage? Is it really like 30% net new ideas and 70% iterations? So just check that. That's a good first cadence, or that's a first thing to kind of figure out. Then from there, you want to establish a sustainable cadence for developing genuinely new creative ideas. So I would think about how you can um, put together, like, allocate time per week, whether it's an ideation meeting or something, like, or just have your strategist like have a block of time where they're only going to come up with new ideas. They need to have ideation, net new ideation on the calendar. So figure out when that can fit and make that a priority so you have an actual true weekly cadence of net new concepting that's happening. The third part is set a hard limit on iterations. I recommend no more than 3 per concept. Now, do this for a time, right? I'm not saying like, oh, it's always going to be capped at 3. That's not what I'm saying. But if you are so used to iterating for the 7th, 20th time, push yourself to say, I'm going to do less. Because if you do that, that means that the amount of assets that you are producing drops down dramatically. And if you need to hit that number of assets per month, that means you've got to fill that up with new assets. So capping your iterations really is a function to help you learn how to build out a better system to churn out more new concepts versus iteration concepts, right? So people talk about creative volume and stuff like that, but it's like they're iterating 20 times. Like, yeah, that's very easy to get 20 ads if it's like all the same, but like 20 new ads, very, very different. That takes a very different skill and strength and muscle and system for your brand. So I would say for a time, maybe 2 months, cap your iterations down to 3 per concept just to get started so you can really see the difference of where you are creatively in terms of your content output. And the fourth thing is that you want to reserve at least 70% of your resources towards fresh approaches, right? So that's money, that's time, that's your team's effort, all of those things. You want to be trying to get to that 70% of net new ideas. Now, these percentages are percentages. These are general rules. These are things that are good things to think about. Do you absolutely need it to be perfectly at 70? No. But the point is that most likely you have more iterative stuff than new stuff, and you need more new stuff. And if you can have some sort of, first audit to see where your percentages are and then kind of work your way up to a 70-30 or whatever you want it to be, amazing. But you've got to first figure out how much are you actually doing as of net new versus iterative, because that's going to be the baseline for you to then say, okay, here's what I need to do to get more new ideas. But the goal has to be new ideas, right? Meta is craving new stuff. You are craving new ways to communicate with your customers. It's not going to happen iterating for the 20th time. It's going to happen when you actually have a new style of content. And you need to be thinking about what are all the new styles of content that we can do. So these are the things that we want to be pushing for. Yes, you want creative diversity, but here's the thing: volume without diversity is just noise, right? So you don't want just a lot of stuff. You want volume with diversity. That is going to create good signal in your account. So as you're thinking about, as you're going throughout your week, make sure to audit how much new stuff are you putting in the account, and make sure that you can actually right size that so you can do more new stuff, a little bit less on the iterations. Of course, there's always a gray area. Don't just never iterate, but be pushing for new concepts. That's what my team is really focused on right now, is how many new things can we get out there versus, hey, we've iterated for the 20th time. That's all I've got for today. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. We've got podcasts, we've got YouTube videos, we've got TikToks, we've got Instagrams, we've got it all. So make sure to follow us everywhere. Gattozzi Studios. You can follow myself on X, LinkedIn at Matthew Gattozzi. And that's it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Peace.